I just want to say it's amazing all the stuff you can get done when you actually have what you need. I'm talking about really need, not like, oh, I want this to make this easier, but actually like what you need. Because, I'll just give some quick examples just because we're here. And, like when you get enough sleep, your body feels so much better. I don't always tend to get enough sleep, but like when you do, it's just like the body just feels so much better. And it's important because without the sleep, your body can't repair and relax. And all types of other things are going on when you're sleeping that I'm not an expert at. And there's Google and other YouTubes that you can do to fill that out. Or, you're missing certain minerals, rather they're macro or micronutrients from your diet. And when you introduce them, like can have like a great effect. And I also was thinking back to my trip in Hawaii, where it's just like I was just more connected like with nature and like clean air and resources. And it's just like, it's interesting how much stress our bodies go under when we don't have exactly what we need. And I definitely feel like we kind of do this to ourselves, especially like if you like live in a city and stuff like that. And it's like there's lots of extra rules and things, and then like you don't always get what you need. I think we're so filled of stuff that we want, but they aren't necessarily needs. And I was just like thinking like when you go on holiday, vacation, you're like stripping yourself to like the bare minimum. Like you don't need all the extra baggage and stuff that's like at home and stuff like that. And you're just able to relax and be present a lot more than when you're like doing a staycation and there's still madness going on in the house. It's like, I have to fix this, I have to do that, I have to call this person. It can be a lot. And I know some people, they tend to get sick when they go on vacation. And there's a myriad of reasons for why people get sick. I'm not going to go so much into that, but I believe one reason, just I'm just listing one of the reasons. There could be multiple reasons that we're not going to go into. But, you know, the fact that sometimes you when you go to vacation and you're sick, it's just like the body actually has enough time to rest to actually let all those things repair. And it's just like, I don't know exactly how viruses and bacteria work, but sometimes I've heard where it's just like when your body's actually able to relax enough, sometimes you get sick and then it helps get everything out. I don't know if this is exactly accurate. I don't know if I'm explaining it well. Just let me know because I've heard that too. I haven't really experienced that too much myself, but like I definitely know of other people. And there's a myriad of reasons why people get sick. Not gonna go into those because then that's a different type of channel and too many weird things going on there. But yeah, and it just also makes you think like when and again, I'm just saying this is my own personal opinion, like we are so stressed out and sometimes, we think, well, I'll just say sometimes I might think that, oh, there's like extra anxiety, and then when you have anxiety or there's depression and then you have it for a long time and then you might think you have a symptom like a mental disorder, and there's no shame if you do or don't or whatever. you know there's so much information out there. And I just noticed for me myself personally, when I was out in nature and Hawaii and just a more relaxed environment, a lot of that stuff went away. And then when I came back, a lot of that stuff came back too. I don't know if y'all ever experienced this too, but I just realized like I think some, not all, some of the stuff that we putting ourselves through, some of the extra symptoms that are not of our ideal personality and how we see ourselves, it's just based on like all these extra rules and the lack of what we need. I personally think like humans, we need to be more in tune with nature and stuff like that. That's just a my Heather opinion. Y'all are welcome to have your other opinions. And I don't know, it's just like when I get time spending outside, I feel so much better than being at home. Like when I'm outside and talking with people and walking on grass, I just feel so different compared to being in my apartment. I don't know if y'all feel that same way, but I definitely do. And, I was listening to someone and they were saying, like, oh, like one of the things you should do once you gather enough wealth is get a second home. And I think it was Ty Lopez I heard this from. And he says, the reason why you want a second home, but you also want it very far away, distant from where you currently live, is so you give yourself a different environment. And that also, can help build up your creativity and, help you relax. And it's just like, and I definitely believe that, like, I believe when you're in a different environment, like, you just see things differently. Because it's just, you just do, like, you're in a different environment. Like, versus when I was in Hawaii, I was not concerned about snow pants and like Uniqlo, like making sure that I'm warm. I'm like thinking of other things. I'm like, okay, I, I might do we need to get sunscreen, sunblock? I personally don't wear that, but other people do. And it's like, oh, do we need to get the large hats and things like that? Like your brain just naturally thinks differently based on like where you are. And I'm just like, I kind of like that kind of stuff. Like you're in different environments and then like you just kind of adjust to where you are. And I'm personally someone that likes to travel. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to travel much, but I'll just travel my imagination from now until I can physically travel. But with each new place I've been to, especially outside of America, within America, a lot of it's kind of the same ish. But like, yeah, the places I've been outside of America, it's like the mindset shifts. Like I remember like in Bhutan, I was just happy the whole time I was in Bhutan. Like there was nothing you could do to like make me upset or anything. Like I was just happy the whole time. And yes, you could say I'm on vacation. So what? But like Bhutan, it's a beautiful, if you ever get the chance to go, go. And go if you're going to be respectful. Don't go if you're going to be an asshole. I just, when you travel to other places, you are a guest. So be kind, be courteous, and generally follow the rules. I mean, there aren't that many rules. It's mostly just like, don't be an asshole, and it's just like, dress appropriately. Because there are certain places that are more conservative than other places. And you also have, and like Bhutan's one of those countries, it's just like you also typically have a tour guide, and they're going to let you know because it's a whole process to get there. Because it's like you have to do the visa thing, and unfortunately their visa stuff has gotten a lot more expensive since 2020, unfortunately, so it might be a little longer till next time I go there. But it was such an amazing time. And for them, I'm totally on board with them having such a high visa cost, just because it keeps a lot of unwanted people out. And I mean, there, with tourism, there is sometimes stuff that happens, unfortunately, but because of their legislations and stuff, I think it's kept to a relative minimum compared to a lot of the places. And it's one of the few places that really feels like you are somewhere else. Like oh, I am not home. Because when I was in Nepal and like Kathmandu, yes, it's a very different city from where I'm living in, but I'm like, it's a city. Like I kind of know certain things, like certain city vibes. It's just like, okay, you got the people trying to get you to go places to try to get you to spend money. It's like, and you got to haggle, and it's like you're looking for things. It's just different. It's like when I went there, it was just so amazing when I went there. And I would love for you to like share with me what are the amazing places that you've been to. I would love to maybe add them to like my tour list if I like them at some point. But it's like for me, my top two are Bhutan and Hawaii. Like I just loved both places so much. It's just like there's just so much beautiful and greenery. Like Bhutan, you got the mountains, and Hawaii, you got the ocean. I just feel between those two places, I would just love just being in those two places. At Bhutan, like I don't know if this is still accurate, but when I was there, their phones were still set up for like 2G. So it was like, I mean, there was like Wi-Fi at the hotels, but it was just like really disconnecting from all the craziness of everything else. And I feel like sometimes you really got to disconnect from all the craziness. Sometimes people call it the matrix stuff, and like kind of just really get your hands, feet in some earth and soil, and just like be be more in tune with nature. I don't know. I didn't even know I was going to talk about Bhutan today. I'm just like thinking of like all these different things happening. It's like what we're missing. I'm guessing I'm missing Bhutan a lot more than I thought I was. And yeah, I would love to hear more about like where you want to travel, what you feel is missing, and how you can get some of that. Because sometimes it could be something small, sometimes it could be something big. Sometimes You can plan it, and sometimes it just magically pops into your lap. I don't know. So, yeah, I hope you all have a great day, and looking forward to hearing what excites you, and what things you want to add to yourself to bring a little bit more sparkle into your life. All right, I'll talk with you later. Bye.